the secret behind Sadhguru's mystical powers, yogic energy, kundalini, and the unseen science of awakening. Is it charisma or something more? A piercing gaze, a presence that shifts the atmosphere, an uncanny sense of timing and perception. Many ask, what gives Sadhguru his mystical powers? The ancient yogic tradition has an answer, and it lies not in superstition, but in an exact science of consciousness. In this video, we uncover the secret behind Sadhguru's abilities through the lens of Kundalini awakening, Nadi activation, and the siddhis, as revealed in the Yoga Sutras, Tantras, and Vedic inner alchemy. Section 1. Who is Sadhguru? Beyond the persona. Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev is often introduced as a mystic, author, and founder of the Isha Foundation, but those familiar with the deeper layers of yogic training recognize subtle signs. A lifetime of tapasya, austerity and self-discipline, spontaneous entry into samadhi atop Chamundi Hill in 1982, a body that is still for hours, what traditional texts call kaya stairyam, body firmness from yogic mastery, an ability to transmit energetic states without touch, a sign of śaktipāta or energy transmission. This is not charisma, it is conscious engineering. As Sadhguru often says, I'm not teaching a philosophy, I'm teaching a method, a technology of the inner. Section 2. What ancient texts say about yogic powers siddhis. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, 3.6 to 3.5, describe over 24 siddhis, subtle powers that arise when cittavritti nirodha, cessation of mental fluctuations, is sustained. These include pratibha, instantaneous insight or illumination, divya shrotra, divine hearing, manojavitva, moving at the speed of thought, vashitva, control over the elements and influence over beings, Bhutajaya, mastery over the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, space. Importantly, these powers arise from the integration of meditation, dhyana, concentration, dharana, and absorption, samadhi, into samyama, a core teaching of Patanjali. These are not tricks, they are the natural expressions of consciousness unbound. Section 3. Kundalinī and suṣumṇā, the real source of mystical power. Nearly every realized yogi, from Lahiri Masaya to Ramana Maharshi, has undergone some form of Kundalini activation. Sadhguru himself describes inner energy surges and life-altering samadhi states. This aligns with classic signs of awakened Kundalini Shakti, spontaneous meditative absorption, heat in the spine, inner light or sound perception, nada and jyoti, and heightened intuition and extrasensory perception. In the Shiva Samhita, chapter 5, the awakened Kundalini is described as the goddess Kundalini, sleeping at the base of the spine, when awakened, ascends through the suṣumṇā. When she pierces each chakra, she confers siddhis to the yogi. Sadhguru's expressions, piercing awareness, lucid perception, and seemingly timeless response are signs of suṣumṇā channel activation, allowing prana to rise uninhibited. Section 4. Stillness and śaktipāta, transmission without touch. Sadhguru's hallmark is not loud display, but profound stillness. This is deeply rooted in yogic principle. The Vivekachudamani states, the silence of the realized one is a rain of nectar to the thirsty. Stillness itself becomes transmission. In the lineage of Nath yogis and Advaitic siddhas, this is called śaktipāta, the descent of grace or energy through pure presence. Many seekers report sudden clarity or emotional release in his presence, vivid meditative states during group sessions, awakening symptoms without direct interaction. This is not hypnosis, it is field entrainment. A strong, coherent, subtle body entrains the energy of others nearby. Section 5. Why Sadhguru downplays the siddhis. Despite his abilities, Sadhguru rarely demonstrates powers. Instead, he teaches discipline, inner stillness, and service. This too is ancient wisdom. The Yoga Sutras 338 caution, siddhis are powers that can become obstacles if not used wisely. If misused or clung to, they reinforce ego and prevent liberation. The highest attainment in yoga is not power, it is kaivalya, absolute freedom from identity. Sadhguru often says, this is not about becoming special, it's about dissolving. In truth, the greatest miracle is not to walk on water, but to walk this earth with a heart emptied of self. Section 6. Can others awaken similar powers? Yes, but not without deep sadhana. To awaken your own subtle abilities. 1. Purify the nadis through pranayama and nadi shodhana. 2. Stabilize dhyana, daily meditation to still the mind. 3. Chant personal mantra to align with your soul's vibration. 4. Practice shila, purity. Restraint, discipline, inner honesty. 5. Surrender the ego. All true siddhis arise when the self disappears. Powers follow purity, and purity arises in silence. Section 7. Poetic transmission. The real guru does not give you knowledge. He removes your noise so that the truth already inside you can ring like a bell made of sky. What you call power is simply alignment with the absolute. You don't become supernatural. You become natural again, but without filters. That's where the mystic lives, in the center of what you forgot. What we see in Sadhguru is not magic, it is mastery. Not over others, but over the inner architecture of self. If you're ready to walk the path of subtle mastery, to explore mantra, breath, silence, and the ancient science of consciousness, click the link below to begin your personalized practice journey. And subscribe because next time we'll explore yogis who have mastered the siddhis, real stories, true accounts from Himalayan caves and silent monasteries where time bends and the divine walks in human form. Until then, forget power, seek stillness. That's where the source begins.